You're with Virginia. Call 1300 222 774 or text 0437 774 774.
One very simple message here on the text line that's caught my eye today. All it says is legalise it. That's what the Legalise Cannabis campaign wants to bring about in 3 different parliaments all at the same time. What they're going to do is they're going to introduce today draft laws, but in the upper house. So there's the thing to be aware of there, only in the upper house, in Victoria, New South Wales and Western Australia, to soften the drug policies and the laws that are in place and to allow de-restriction when it comes to the personal use of cannabis. Adults could legally possess small quantities for personal use and, unlike the ACT, grow up to 6 plants under that proposal. The first of the 3 bills that Legalise Cannabis has planned for that staged approach towards full regulation of the market. David Ettershank is the Legalise Cannabis MP for the Western Metropolitan region. Hey David, good morning.
Good morning, Virginia. Thanks for having me on the show.
That's all right. These bills are going to be introduced to the upper house, which probably doesn't amount to much unless you can actually get support from the government of the day, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so is the whole thing just a charade? Are we just talking about a vaudeville act here?
Absolutely not, Virginia. I think if you look at all the data out there, it's very clear that the majority of Victorians support the regulation of cannabis, and a huge number of Victorians, somewhere between 750,000 and 1 million, regularly consume cannabis. So our view, and it's a view that's spreading not just in Victoria but across the world, is that cannabis needs to be taken out of the world of crime and regulated intelligently.
But how does introducing these bills in the upper houses of 3 parliaments achieve that, David Ettershank?
It triggers a debate, Virginia. I think that's the key. You know, this is what's called a first reading, so basically all we're doing is announcing that there will be a bill, and then we will be looking to enter into a process of negotiation with the government over what regulation of personal use will involve.
But do you have any indication, because I certainly don't, do you have any indication that this state government here in Victoria is in any kind of mind to do that?
I've actually had a lot of politicians at Parliament from both sides of the House, actually, who've indicated that they believe it's a time for change. And of course, there's a lot of politicians, and again from both sides of the House, that use cannabis.
Let me hear from Satish in Wyndham Vale. Satish, what do you think of this? Do you like the idea of it being legalised?
No, not really. I never used drugs and never planning to do anymore. And if it becomes legalised, that means my kids will start using it as a cigarette or anything in there, so which I don't want the kids to do.
Well, it would be for adult use, so they could use it from 18.
Well, when the kids become 18, that's what I'm saying. So I don't want them to use it at any point in time.
What do you say to that, David?
Oh, look, I think the system we have at the moment is one premised upon prohibition. Just say no. And we've seen in the past what campaigns like that do. They don't change anything. And in fact, I think for many young people, they make them more attractive. So what we need to do is to regulate. We need to educate. And then we need to normalise this such that, you know, we minimise any adverse social outcomes as a result.
Well, let's see if these bills just languish in the upper house or if they actually trigger that debate in the end. David Ettershank, good to talk to you. Thank you.